Hey everybody, and welcome to the 10th episode of the Giant Loop podcast. I am one of your hosts, Jack. With me as always, Sean Guy and Felix Baker.
Hey.
Guys, we made it to episode 10.
Double digits.
Double
I'm so impressed.
digits.
Quantity.
Quantity over quality at this point. We've crossed that threshold.
We're going to make a good one real soon.
Yeah. Do you guys have any
We're like a typical, like a good Netflix season at this point.
That's
At
what I'm
10
going
episodes.
for. I think we'll do 13 and then
seasons.
we'll see what happens, I think.
13 reasons why we should keep making podcasts.
Exactly, Sean. Exactly. Right. Do you guys have
What
any
if one of us
housekeeping
kills
notes?
ourselves?
Housekeeping
Sorry, yeah,
notes.
that's bad. Housekeeping notes.
Before we get going, before we jump into things.
Oh, I did, but I forgot.
I did
did
too, and I
have one.
forgot.
I can't
So
remember.
who cares? Yeah, we'll move on then.
Yeah.
So for episode 10, we've got just the original trilogy back. We've had way too many guests on, I think, so it's nice to just kind of
Yeah,
sit
and
back
they were all so
just
bad.
through. Oh, yeah, especially that Iona girl.
OG
Yeah, she was just
trilogy.
Josh was the worst.
Josh,
so
good
fucking
lord.
hairy.
Fuck.
Anywho,
And all those other people that no one got to see because they were so bad.
they didn't
Ones
get
that we
past
just
the audition.
Flat out, we put
Yeah.
a box over the top of them in the videos that you guys watch.
We might release that
Those
one
ones.
day. That
We just edit them out.
The lost episodes, yeah. All right, so for episode 10, which is a big number, I think I wanted to do a big topic. So my big topic is that I want to rank the MCU Marvel films. Now, to
You're going
be
to start a fight. There'll be no
I'm
episode
vetoing that. That's too big. Too big a topic for three guys to handle.
to be transparent with everybody, I did pitch this to these guys beforehand, so we had time to gather our thoughts and write down a quick list of
We
what
did write
we
down a
think.
list.
Now, if we cut to camera 2, what we have here on this whiteboard is the sort of order that they came out. With Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, Avengers, Iron Man 3, Thor 2, Captain America 2, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers
Hey,
2,
there's something right
Captain
there.
America 3, Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and Spider-Man Homecoming. We're also filming this before Thor Ragnarok comes out next week, I think.
It's like 2 days away. For
Okay,
us.
well, this is probably going to be a bit outdated when we put it up, but oh well, who cares? We'll see. Well, maybe we'll come back to it and see how Thor fits into our rankings, perhaps, in a later episode. Are you okay, Felix? What's up?
Yeah, no. I'm good.
So-
Oh, sorry, your
Right.
mic. You were just talking away from your mic.
I was talking. Oh,
We didn't think about the logistical issues here, did we?
It'll be right.
what do you
It'll
mean?
be fine.
Oh, if I turn.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'll bring it with me.
Just talk to me.
All right. So anyway, that's the list. Who wants to run down theirs first?
Well, I want to... When you pitched this to me the other day,
Bottom
it was
up.
really funny.
We got to go bottom up.
Jack was like, all right, Sean, our next podcast we do, I'm going to do a huge one. We're going to rank the MCU films. And I was like, oh, man, that's huge. And he's like, yeah, well, I think at least we can all agree on the worst one. And then, simultaneously, I was
Wait, can we
like,
do
I was
Incredible
Iron
Hulk.
Man 2.
And we're like, shit. Yeah. Well, I was like, because I'm like, all these films are good. I was like, there's nothing that I think are particularly
Yeah.
bad. And I was like, except for
One.
Incredible Hulk. For me, at least. I thought
Well, and
that,
it doesn't really fit with the universe
yeah,
anymore
it's
because
kind
it's
of
a different actor
that's what,
as well.
It is kind of weird now. Yeah, it's sort of
Yeah.
been shoehorned out.
People forget about it. And then they brought General Ross back, and it's like,
Yeah.
hey, remember?
Yeah, and because they changed from Edward Norton to Mark Ruffalo.
Which
There's
was
a
a good
few
change.
there's a few. I remember writing down a few nitty gritties that I think might spark some stuff, but I don't know. I'm keen to see how this all goes out.
So what, should we do top 3 and then just fight for a bit and then go the next
I
couple
reckon we start
or
from the
something?
bottom.
I think
So
I think bottom's the
worst
top.
three.
We go
Oh,
through all
alright,
3,
okay.
and then we then maybe chat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
Because, well, let me just throw this out firstly, is what do you think is the MCU's punching bag film? When people talk about bad MCU films, what do you think of? At the moment, because for me, I feel like Thor 2
I was going to
specifically,
say Thor 2, yeah.
people love to bash, but I remember distinctly when that came out, I thought everybody liked it, including myself. I thought everyone enjoyed it. I remember watching things being like, hey, Thor 2 kind of rocks.
I've actually
everyone's got
ranked
it.
that
Way
quite
more-
high. Because
Yeah,
I
same.
think the thing about Thor 2 was the villain was really bad. It was one of the worst.
Well, I think that's why people point to it, be like,
Yeah.
look at Malekith. But I'm like, well, Ronan was just as bad, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
in
yeah.
everyone's favorite film, Guardians of the Galaxy.
But I think Thor 2 was great for me because it had that buddy cop thing, because Loki
Yeah.
was back and you didn't quite know if he was good, and
Yeah,
it had this
yeah.
adventure thing. I loved that.
I think Thor 1 might be a better film just in terms of character arcs and
Yeah,
whatnot,
in
and
terms
bringing
of
him
character
into it.
arcs,
And
definitely.
also having everyone had zero kind of expectation for that film, and then it in some ways surpassing me, oh shit,
A
this is kinda
huge
cool.
testament to Kenneth Branagh. He made
Yeah,
this
Kenneth Branagh.
Shakespearean
He
sort
did.
of...
It worked for the fish out of water thing.
It did,
I think.
yeah.
And then with number 2, they hired one of the directors that's worked on Game of Thrones, and then they had them battling, and it was the warrior stuff, medieval
yeah.
stuff, but it was in space. I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. And I think like Thor 1 maybe had like better character arcs and story, but I think Thor 2 was just more fun.
It was a lot
enjoyable.
more fun,
We
I
had
thought.
fun.
Yeah.
Like when he puts his hammer on the coat rack, like come on, like that
Yeah, yeah.
improvised scene. That's what everyone talks about. It's like Chris Hemsworth's like so funny. Like that's what you can tell.
And
they're doing
Kat
with number
Dennings
3.
as well. She's like,
Yeah.
you sort of forget she's in the film, and then you watch it, and you're like, oh yeah.
I feel like she borderlines annoying in number 2 though. Like it's a bit much because it's like she
Yeah.
has her own little intern and like.
Yeah.
But Chris O'Dowd's also in the film.
Chris
which
O'Dowd
we
is
forget
funny.
about.
They're all funny in that film. She's like,
need-
meow meow, and
Alright,
for like
yeah.
weeks after, we were all going, meow meow.
All right, so I think I might go first.
All right, take it
All
away.
So, so there are 16 Marvel films. Right.
And you're working from the bottom up.
I'm going to go from the bottom up.
All right.
So lowest of the bunch.
Can we
number
just
16.
cut in and just disagree with you?
No, we'll silently cut in. We'll do thumbs up or down if we're like think
Silently.
he's really bad.
Just, don't go too crazy. Let me try and get through it. So
Alright,
at the
okay.
bottom, for me,
Alright. Can do.
The Incredible Hulk at number 16.
That's fair.
Thumbs
That's
up.
fair.
At number
Agreed.
15.
Your opinion's still valid.
At number 15, Iron Man 2.
That's
You
fair.
piece of shit.
Iron Man 2 sucks. Number 14.
Fuck you, man.
No, let him go.
14.
Let him go.
Yeah,
Let him go.
sorry.
Iron Man 3.
What?
Now this
At least
was,
you ranked
this
it better
was
than
tricky
Iron Man 2.
because I liked Iron Man 3 when I saw it, but after that, I feel like every time I watch that film, I find
gets
it progressively worse, and it's quite polarizing online.
Wait,
But
I'm just going to say
in
now.
saying all that,
Yeah, go.
because I think I had an early topic for an early podcast was like, is Iron Man 3 a good movie? Because some people argue yes, and some people think no, but I don't think it's that great. But I think it's better than 2.
It's interesting because I've got the exact same bottom 3 as you. I just have Iron Man 2 and Hulk reversed. Yeah.
You think Hulk's okay? All right.
Yeah.
I got Iron
I guess
Man.
Iron Man 2 was more disappointing, if that makes sense.
It's
but I
the
think
one
Hulk
that I
was
would
worse.
least like to watch again.
You see, I'll get to that in a
All right,
second.
yeah.
Okay.
So, wait, hold up. My Iron Man and 2 and 3 were at 8 and 10.
Still mid-range though, I guess.
Yeah, but
What have
like,
you got? Do you
there's
really
far
not
worse.
like? Oh, you motherfucker! He's got Winter Soldier at like 16. I bet you. Prick.
Okay,
Fell
no,
asleep.
let's go.
All right,
Let
all right.
go.
So 16 incredible. I've got Incredible Man. Hulk. 15 Iron Man 2. 14 Iron Man 3. Number 13, Thor.
Wow.
Yeah, yep.
This is incredible.
Number
Good
12,
Agreed.
just above Thor, Thor 2.
Yeah,
Oh.
okay. Not that far off what I'm doing.
Number 11, Doctor Strange. I watched it recently, and I actually was like very sucked into that world. But I think none of the comedic parts land. I think that movie has horrible comedic timing.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I agree,
None of the
yeah.
jokes land.
I was just on
And
a mad
it's
trip
like
the
this
whole movie.
weird magic parody of Iron Man as well. It was
Yeah.
like not a great film.
Benedict Cumberbatch might be the worst part of that film. His American accent is awful.
Yeah.
And he just...
He could have
he's
done
not-
so much
yeah,
more.
I don't know.
He could have
Anyway,
been so much better.
Sorry, moving on. What's up? You like Doctor Strange? You don't like Doctor Strange?
I don't dislike it as much as you guys do. It appears.
Oh, really?
I thought it was
I
just
like the special
beautiful.
effects though. The special effects
Oh,
were
visually.
amazing.
I mean,
Yeah.
all these films are visually
Which
pretty
is
impressive.
yeah.
Except for maybe Incredible Hulk.
I think I would want to watch that more than.
So this was a very tough one to place.
Nice
Number
other
10, Avengers 2, Age of Ultron. So that's kind of
That
middle
was
of the
tough.
road.
Number 10.
I flip back and forth on that. Number 10, Age of Ultron. Number 9, Captain America.
Fuck, he's
Captain America
high.
1.
Have you?
Number 9 is Captain
Did
America
you-
1.
Are you high right now?
What are you talking about?
Are you drunk?
No, what do you mean?
This
How-
is
what, you got a
this
high?
is- this
Avengers
is-
2 high?
This is a fucking joke.
Wait, what are you up to?
Number 10, Avengers 2. Number 9, Captain America 1. I know a lot of people that just
Captain-
blow off Cap 1. I love Cap 1.
So far, our bottom 8 is almost the exact same.
Fuck, I knew that
Guys,
was going to happen.
I got Cap 1 at 13. What are we up to? 10?
9.
9.
Number 8, Ant-Man.
I had that lower than you. But
Yeah, I had that far lower than you.
It's funny. It's Paul Rudd. Number 7, Spider-Man Homecoming.
But the Edgar Wright version.
Number
would
7,
have been so
Spider-Man.
much
Number
better.
7, Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man Homecoming's
Number
awesome.
7.
I had that higher.
And 7 sounds like quite, I don't know, it sounds low. Number 6, Guardians of the Galaxy. And then just a smidge in front of Guardians of the Galaxy, number 5, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Because I think Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is just a smidge better than 1. Number 4, this is where it got really hard, was like the top 4.
Yeah.
Number 4, Iron Man.
That's one of our big disagreements.
Number
I put it at
Iron Man is
6.
one of my
Wait,
favorite
you thought
ones.
it goes higher or
I
lower?
thought it was lower.
Oh, yeah.
Iron
Right,
Man-
come on, let's
I
go.
mean,
Shoot
Iron
through,
Man's
shoot
one of my
through,
favorites.
shoot me.
Number
Some
3,
good
Captain
fucking
America
movies
Winter
there.
Soldier. Number 3, Captain America Winter Soldier. Number 2, Captain America Civil War. And number 1, The Avengers.
Our first 2 were the same as well.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let me go.
I've got a bit.
I'm excited for yours.
Yours is going to be the most different one. I'll shoot through mine.
That's what I
Okay.
said. I said to these guys
Alright.
that they're going to have really 2 succinct lists that are like
I didn't think we would.
really well thought out, and then I'm just going to be like adding all this crappy noise to the system. And it's
We
gonna be
either
shit.
agree on stuff or we violently disagree.
Yeah, that's happening right now, yeah.
With Blade Runner.
With Blade Runner. Best film of the year. And you're
Yeah,
like,
it's all right.
meh.
Okay, all right. So bottom to the top, Iron Man 2, I think is the Hulk, Iron Man 3, Thor 1, Ant-Man, Captain America 1, Doctor Strange is
What
number 10.
Doctor Strange is 10.
Doctor Strange is 10.
Yeah.
So below that is Cap 1, Thor 1, yeah. So number 9,
Wait, what was 13?
13 is Thor 1.
What was 12?
Ant-Man.
Oh, shit.
I had Ant-Man pretty low.
You didn't like Ant-Man?
Nah, the Edgar Wright version would have been better.
Oh, get the version that doesn't exist.
I wanted someone to say that. Alright, so coming to the top half now, Iron Man 1 at number 9.
Oh, that's
I had it pretty low, yeah.
Iron Man's great.
It's pretty great, but we were talking before about the third act. I'm like, I'm not that
It does
sad.
have that thing that
It's like, it's just the anti-Iron
it's what a lot of
Man.
superhero stuff has, where it's like the villain is just the hero, but he's like,
Yeah.
my suit is more advanced, Tony. It's
exactly what he sounds like.
Ironmonger, and it's like an Iron Man, and like, fuck it, yeah. It's like Iron Man has like worked for months and months on his suit, and then they just like make it in like a week.
Yeah.
That always happens.
The
Man of
first half
Steel's-
of that film I ranked much higher than the second half of that film.
Yeah, I can see that.
Alright, number 8, Avengers 2. That was tricky to place, but that's like midpoint.
You liked it more than I did. I remember that.
Yeah, I liked it. It was not the best plot, but it was alright. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, number 7.
Can't figure out if you're both wrong or if I'm wrong.
Hang on, we'll get to yours.
We're all winners, Felix.
There's no prize.
All right, number 6.
Is this just a big
Number
practical joke at
6,
Felix's expense?
Captain America 2,
Number
Winter Soldier.
All right.
5 was Thor 2. Because I really like Thor 2.
Okay, all right. Hang on. Number 5. You rank it above Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I do.
Are you fucking serious?
I like Winter Soldier.
Okay,
a lot.
I was.
I did
I know
that,
I was
but I put
defending
him a lot
Thor
further
2.
down.
I was defending Thor 2, but I still don't think it's like great. Are you,
No,
Oh.
I recognize I'm in the minority with Captain America 2 because even though I like it and I think it's like this political one that's like different
it's
to the
just
others.
it's one that
Yeah, but
it doesn't
it's-
fall apart. Like, it's one of the most well constructed of the Marvel films.
Yeah,
and it
but-
turned Cap from everyone's least favorite Avenger. In like when
he
the
was
Avengers
already,
came out,
like-
it was the least favorite, and then by Civil War, everyone was like Team Cap.
No, he
Winter
was
Soldier
my
turned him into
favorite
a
like
fucking
from the beginning
badass.
because he didn't have the powers; he just had the shield. But then in Winter Soldier, there's like
When he kicks that dude
ScarJo's.
off the boat and like
Yeah.
on your left.
Yeah, that's cool. But then there's like Falcon flying, and then there's like stupid like microchips they have to take out to destroy.
That's movie shit. They needed
Yeah.
something to stop the bad guy from.
There's a
Dude,
lot of
when
movie
they,
shit in
when
that
they
film.
when they go to the fucking the bunker and there's Arnim Zola's like
that
digitizes
was so
himself.
dumb.
That was you thought it was dumb. I thought it was so cool. I was like, this is so creepy and weird. And the Hydra twist. The Hydra twist had ripples throughout the entire MCU. And it also, you know why it was the best? Because it fucked over Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. so
Yeah.
hard. Because Agents, they were like, yeah, check it out, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then like and then Winter Soldier was like, oh, by the way, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s fucked. And then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was like, well, god damn it. God damn it.
But you could tell they'd planned for it, and like it was
No,
kind
you
of
could tell they were like, fuck.
nah, they planned for it.
No, dude.
It was halfway through
I
the
could see
season.
like
They'd
the
already filmed it.
showrunner came in one day with the script. He's like, "Hey guys, this just came up from the higher ups from Kevin Feige. So yeah, Shield is no more." And they're like, "But we just
made
show
the
is
show."
called Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Now we're just called Agents."
It was such a dumb
I
show,
can't believe
too.
you rated Thor 2 that highly.
Well-
Above Iron Man 1.
I love Thor 2. Thor 2 is heaps of fun. Loki is
God.
so good in that. Loki's one of my favorite
It's
characters
a fun
in the whole.
movie. I don't think it's necessarily a good film.
Alright, anyway, come on, let me get my top 4.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, Spider-Man number 4,
Yep, that's good.
Guardians of the Galaxy number 1 at 3,
Ooh.
Civil War number 2, and Avengers number 1. I think
Cool.
Avengers was amazing. it just was like it.
Yeah, wait till Felix says what he says. I think then we'll talk about.
Yeah, see what you.
The first top ones. I think we've been shitting on the lower ones.
Remember how he said no judgment here, guys?
All right, Felix, hit us.
I know that I literally just shat on all of your lists and
No
opinions.
judgment. He can judge us,
But
we
no
just can't
judgment.
judge him.
I'm a fragile boy, not a man like you guys. All right, at the bottom, Hulk.
jeez.
Hulk,
cool.
it kind of just like
Well done, Phoenix. You
it
got
falls.
that one
It
right.
falls out of the
Right
MCU
decision.
so easily.
It does. People forget it was in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's barely
like
even in
I
there.
totally forgot because I was like, that's not Ruffalo. That's like I don't know.
Edward
I don't even know
Norton,
who the other
yeah.
guys.
And then there's the other one with Eric Banner that was a few years earlier,
That's yeah.
and everyone's
Um,
like,
Captain America 2.
I'm out of here. I'm done.
I just
Get fucked.
I really just didn't enjoy it.
If I could get out of my chair, I would. With this
we
posters
were
and shit.
just debating the fact that I only had a 6.
You had it at like 9. You had it. Oh wait, 6.
I had a 6.
When you put it in the grand scheme, 6 isn't that bad. I think it was more the fact that Thor was higher. Number fucking 15. Finish your damn list.
Oh, that's great.
This podcast is over.
I've tried watching it a couple of times. I finished it once.
The action is shot so well in that film.
Meh.
The Russo brothers are really
Dude,
cool.
when
No,
the
they're
soldier
just like, I
lands on the
can't-
car and he rips the steering wheel out, and Falcon's just like, oh, what do I do now?
There's some good bits, but I can't even really remember what happens in it. Didn't resonate with me at all. I feel like people rank it too high.
And there's the thing with Samuel L. Jackson as well. I hate that. He like dies, and of course he comes back, and everyone knows he's not really dead. You're going to draw on the whiteboard. You're going to take your anger out. Felix sucks, yeah. All right, come on,
all
let's
right,
go.
I'm
Let's
at
go.
14. I've got Thor 1,
Yeah,
which was
that's pretty.
I felt like it was kind of in
Yeah,
line with
that's
you guys.
similar to us.
And then 13, Captain America 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, that's a realistic one. I like that film a lot, but I know that people don't.
Ant-Man at 12. I haven't got. You actually got numbers
had that
here,
at 12
so I'm
as
kind of
well.
guessing. There you go. Yeah, you were right with that one. The question should have been, what do we think Felix's order is going to be? That would have been fun.
Would have been funny as.
I didn't even
I know
know.
your top
I didn't even know.
two.
That's
I know
where
your
I
top
I think I know
two.
his number one.
I've made this list a couple of times.
because he
It's been
watched it
different every time.
yesterday.
That's not my. Yep.
All right,
yeah,
sorry.
You don't know
Number
shit.
11. Sorry. Keep going.
All right, and number 11 or 12. Number 12.
No,
No, number 11, you're up to.
Thor 2.
Yeah,
whatever.
Sorry,
All
I
right.
thought it was better than Thor 1, but yeah, it's not.
I had
I
Thor 2.
get that
I had
I'm
Thor
in
2
the
at 12.
I get that I'm in the minority.
I had
But
Thor 2
there's-
at 12. I like it. I think the other films are better.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm
exactly,
saying. I like all
exactly.
these films. Well, except for Incredible Hulk and Iron Man 2, but I like all these films.
Then Iron Man 2.
What?
After
okay.
after
All
Thor
right.
2.
I'll let you have it.
Yep.
Felix just is a huge
I'll let you have the correct-
Mickey Rourke fan.
Oh, he was so weird in that. And Sam Rockwell's in that too. Can we talk about Sam Rockwell?
Sam Rockwell's amazing, and yet he's not that great.
Right? It's like
I've
the
kind of
worst
got.
thing
I've
he's
got
ever
a bit
been
of
in.
a. I've got a bit of a
I
tango.
want my bird.
A three-way tango here that I wasn't.
Oh, that
I haven't
middle
really
You get
locked
to
down.
like clots, don't you? Where it's like,
Yeah,
you're
there's
like,
groups. There's groups. There's like
and
the
then you
A,
gotta
B,
push,
C,
you just gotta
D
like push
group.
through. Yeah.
So I've got. I'm going to say them all at the same time. Doctor Strange, Iron Man 3, and Spider-Man.
You don't think Spider-Man
Spider-Man's-
stands out amongst those ones?
Spider-Man is a lot better
Spider-Man
than
is
those other two.
way better than those films.
This was our opinions. But
Your
whatever.
opinion is wrong.
No, I don't know. I really did enjoy Spider-Man. Look, there's just look. It's not that I'm ranking it lowly.
I'm
It's just
intrigued.
there's a whole lot of other
I'm
things.
honestly intrigued that you didn't enjoy that film.
I did enjoy that film.
Well, but
I really
not- it's
enjoyed
not-
that film.
it's not
You
good
know, I
enough.
walk out of every single movie going, "Not enough."
Yeah, but not enough. I thought you would have like loved that film.
It's a great film.
It was the best Spider-Man I'd ever seen, but it wasn't. It was.
That's not that.
It was
bad.
like just above.
The Spider-Man
it was
films keep getting
above
worse. In
the
A girl at my
most-
work was like, "I love Spider-Man 3 because of the dance scene." I was like, "I'm gonna quit right now." Yeah, no.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I was like, "What? That's the worst part." She
And
was like,
then
"It's so funny," and I'm like, "It
Oh,
was
it's
heartbreaking
so weird.
because it
This-
was so bad."
I appreciate. What did you guys put for Iron Man 3? I can't remember what.
I
I
put
had
it
it-
at number 14.
we both-
Yeah, you
at
had it
14.
quite low. So there's just something about Iron Man 3 that I love. I think it was.
love
I think it
parts
was
of
the
it.
big army of all the. Please tell me I've got the right movie. The army of all of the
Yeah, you got that.
all of the Iron Man suits
Yeah.
That was
together.
cool.
It was
That's-
cool. There's some. I think him and the kid. Like I could have watched the whole movie.
Yeah,
I
him
thought-
too,
because
yeah.
They had a
Kid was in
great.
it.
Fuck. Now I want to put it higher.
Oh.
The part with the kid. I think it just gets messy and it's very tonally different.
Yeah, I want to put mine up to like 11 now.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna scooch Iron Man 3 up to number 11.
You've got us.
The
Yeah.
voice of
The
reason.
kid.
The voice.
The
of
But
voice
also,
of
and it
reason.
starts with one of my favorite songs, that blue song, Dabble Dee Dabble Da, and it has the flashback. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't remember that part.
But
the
also,
beginning.
Is
the
it Guy
cool thing about
Pearce?
Iron Man 3, because I remember a friend said to me, he was like, I don't want to see Iron Man 3 because Iron Man 2 sucked. I'm like, well, don't think of it like that. Go see Iron Man 3 as a follow-up to Avengers. Because it was the first one after the ensemble where Marvel were like, we can prove that our
Yeah, it was
characters
the
are
beginning
good
of
by
phase
themselves.
2, yeah.
And the fact that Tony had like PTSD after the Avengers, I was like, that's such a cool plot twist.
Yeah, yes.
But I think people argue that like, I don't want to see my favorite character with PTSD. You know what
No,
I mean?
I
It's
like
that kind of
that,
thing where they
yeah.
ruin it. But I thought it may give him
people
more
don't
depth.
know what they
Yeah.
want.
But then I think it
Well,
does.
he had the alcohol thing as well. Was that in that film or was that in number 2 or?
2, he gets a bit drunk, but it's like
No, he gets drunk, but he's in like I don't know, in the comics and sort of in
yeah,
the movies. He's
they
got
didn't
like a
really want
genuine.
to touch on that. They just
Yeah.
there's a scene where he gets drunk and he's kind of an asshole, but it's not really
At the
implied that
party,
he's an
yeah.
alcoholic.
I thought
It's
there was
just
a
like-
moment where they,
he was just like
yeah,
an
maybe
asshole.
not.
They never be like sit him down and be like, Tony, you've got a drinking problem.
Yeah, okay.
And he's like, fuck you. Flies away.
Yeah.
But no, what was I going to say? Iron Man 3 I think just gets
Takes
messy in
his
the
mini
third
bar
act
with
as well, because there was that part at the end where he blows up all the suits and he's like, I don't need to be Iron Man anymore. And then it's like Avengers 2, he's like,
Yeah,
hey
like
guys, I'm
5
Iron Man
minutes
again.
later,
Yeah.
he's got yeah.
But then they kind of worked that back around in Civil War, where he's like, me and Gwyneth Paltrow are on a break, me and Pepper are on a break. He's like, I blew up my suits, but then I made Ultron, and then I made another suit, and she's just kind of pissed. And I was like, I kind of like that they addressed that. Anywho,
yeah, okay.
you're up to 6, I believe, if I got that correct?
yeah, that's right.
All right, final 6.
Iron Man 1.
Fuck yeah.
Iron Man 1.
Fuck yeah.
I think if that was made later on down the track, that it would have been a lot higher on my list.
It's interesting because it was the very first
Yeah,
MCU film.
Yeah.
And like it was great for what it's done for the universe, but I don't know.
It's so funny going back. It feels like such a small film.
It does, yeah.
Because it's literally like him fighting human terrorists and like building a suit, and now he's like battling aliens in the cosmos. You know what I mean?
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like it's
really like about a corporate takeover.
but at the time,
but I think that's what resonated. It was about like Tony. Like there
Yeah.
was like there's honestly not that much action in that film. Like
not that much.
It's
yeah,
him
I agree.
building the suit with all that cool
Yeah, of
like
course.
hologram.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been
thing
much
and
at
stuff.
all.
Making
yeah.
the suit though is a great.
The music's phenomenal.
It is, yeah.
And then when he's like, he has that funny robot or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, if you spray me, I swear to
Jarvis?
God. No, not Jarvis. It's like it's just that dummy robot that's like,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it, like
yeah.
sprays
Yeah,
the
like
fire
an R2D2,
extinguisher on
yeah.
him. And he's
Yeah,
like,
sorry.
yeah, I can fly. And I'm like, now
It's a cool
he
film.
has like the suit that comes out of the watch and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like it's just the progression is so fuck yeah.
Iron Man
6.
2 did the
I can't
progression
number
well.
9. Anyway, sorry Felix. Like I keep
That's
going
all right. That's all right.
into rabbit holes.
I've upset him.
And then Avengers 2, Age of Ultron.
Ooh, very high.
Yeah,
keep going.
you'll see there's a pattern with these last couple. They're very ensemble-ish. Captain America 3.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And then
Should be higher.
Avengers 1.
And then
You're not. Oh,
he's got double Guardians at the
you
top.
do. You do. You
I knew
fucking
that.
do.
I knew he did.
But
Really?
I couldn't
Wait.
decide.
Oh, make a decision.
Fuck you.
Come on.
Okay, no, like
We already gave you that clot before. Yeah.
yeah, all right.
You're gonna have to kill one of your
So,
babies. Yeah. you're gonna have
Obviously, Guardians on the top 2 spots.
Felix
Yeah,
loves
you're
the
right. It's like
Guardians
picking
films.
your favorite kid. They're twins. They're exactly the same, and they're both amazing at math. I can't think of. I don't know why I said that.
Yes, they're exactly
think-
the same. That's why Guardians
I'm on a
1 is
serious
better.
high from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I watched it twice over the weekend.
Jeez, that's too many times. Are you putting that as number 1?
No. I'm putting Guardians of the Galaxy 1 as number 1.
Guardians 1.
Guardians 1.
as number 1.
Guardians
and
1.
Guardians 2 as number 2. That.
I feel like that, like Guardians of the Galaxy 1, I didn't walk into movies caring about the music much. I know this is
No,
like
you
a lot of
didn't.
now I
Yeah.
think about it, and now I go fuck yeah, like that was clever. That was
They
a
did
good
the
choice.
music incredibly well. in
Yeah.
that film.
Yeah. And the way they
Which
worked
is
into
like
the narrative.
I feel like
too.
the way it hit most people was just like the soundtrack was incredible.
The way they
soundtrack,
worked into
yeah.
the narrative too, though, like he had the Walkman that
Yeah.
his mom gave him from the 80s. Like he's a kid from the 80s.
And I don't think anyone's gonna trump the way that they use music in that movie. Like
And-
I don't think another movie is gonna do something like that.
And you know what's so
as well
It would
as,
be
as
hard.
well as
It
they
would
did it. Like
genuinely
Baby
be hard.
Driver tried and shit, but
You know what's so funny as well is like I remember thinking like, oh, he's a kid from the 80s and he has the Walkman. I thought that was like such an original idea, like or whatever, and it's like literally that's every movie now. It's like it's in the 80s or it's 80s resurgence. Like, I feel like that probably wasn't the start of the 80s throwback, but I feel like that movie like fully embraced it. But now so many.
We're going through like a decade of 80s throwbacks.
Yeah, we'll get to 90s soon. I reckon we're already there. We had Power Rangers this year, which I still haven't seen. I want to see Power Rangers.
Still haven't seen it either.
It's meant to be good.
I don't have really any intention to.
Well,
I don't know if this is. I've also got a like the actual rankings from IMDb from.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's like. What are you doing?
I don't know. I was gonna write like Felix's top one and then my
Just
top
put
one
like an F next to the ones that are.
Go on, yeah.
green
Read us out
Alright,
the IMDb
so the way
top
that
list.
on average it looks like everyone wanted to have Hulk at the bottom,
Yeah.
which made sense. Captain America: The First Avenger,
Oh, really?
yeah, straight after.
Wow.
I know you love Captain America. Iron Man 2, yeah, it's a bit low. That would be in
Yeah, that's pretty
13th,
much
What did you put number one, Sean?
14th spot.
Number 1 was Avengers.
Oh,
for me.
you didn't agree with him, did you? Alright, I'm good. I was like, I'll change mine to Civil War.
Wait, Avengers. Oh, you were both Avengers.
We had the first two the same.
Thor 2. This is going from bottom up.
Alright.
Thor
Well,
2.
we don't have to go through the online peoples, I guess, but
What about like...
Actually, let me tell you what the top ones were.
it is that.
Oh yeah,
I think
yeah.
that mid.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking.
Read us
I'm
out
so
the
much
top
more
3
than you.
online. The
Such
top
a
3
basic
online.
bitch. All right, I'm going to start from the top 5. Iron Man was number 5.
Iron Man 1, number 5.
Iron Man number
so
1.
I
It's a
was
solid
wrong.
film.
Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah.
Bam.
Phenomenal film.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Great
Bam.
film.
The Avengers in second spot.
Industry changing.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2
Yeah.
in top spot.
Online.
Online.
On what?
interesting.
On IMDb.
On IMDb. As of like 2 months ago.
Is Spider-Man even on the
Whenever
list?
this was made,
might-
3 months ago.
Yeah.
Where does Wonder Woman? No, I'm just kidding.
Interesting.
So yeah, interesting. I mean, people like Guardians. I've seen video essays just like the emotion, like and the way it does it. I love Guardians a lot. I think. Well, it's funny because I think I liked it more than you guys. Yeah, I've only got it number 5, and you have it as number 2. But yeah, no, they're good.
I just didn't.
I didn't
how
like
happy you
Guardians
were when
2 as much as you guys did.
I thought this was going to be easier, and then when you do hit those clots, like it's like I think I hit one clot in the middle where it's like Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Spider-Man.
I kept putting
kind
Doctor Strange lower, yeah.
Yeah, like I was honestly ready to put Doctor Strange at like 15, but I watched it a couple of days ago, and I was like, it's actually pretty cool, and the visuals are really cool. I just think it has a
That
lot
shit
of
gets
problems.
me.
And it's
That's why I
definitely
love
it's
Transformers.
different from the other films too, because it isn't like magic, I guess.
The one thing I think is like because it is a clone of Iron Man. He's like a really smart dude.
Yeah.
He's really good with his hands, and then he has an accident, and then like he turns. Whereas Iron Man turns to a suit, Doctor Strange turns to that, and then he like has to gain his humility. I feel like Iron Man has an arc. Like he becomes a better person at the end of Iron Man 1, but still remains kind of snarky and funny.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, I feel like doesn't learn any humility. Like he's still kind of a dick, and the only reason he beats Dormammu is by being a dick. Like. He's like, we're gonna be stuck in this time loop forever, Dormammu. He's like, you're an asshole, Doctor Strange. And he's like, I know. And he's like, all right, get out of here, please. And he's like, yep. He's like, biggest asshole in the universe. Like,
Wow. I've never thought about that like
I
that.
just,
Neither have
I don't know. It's like, and the weird thing with Doctor Strange is like, anybody can learn magic if you just go to this hidden temple. Like
that's
you
true.
just
was
like you
weird,
put a
yeah.
sling ring on, and you're just like, oh, I can do anything. But then, I guess he was like, I've got a photographic memory and I'm really, really smart and I pick up things easily, and he did it.
Which is
and
such a
whatever.
cop-out for like a hero of a film. It's like, if you want like a
think it's-
hero just
yeah.
to remember everything.
But I think it's like he's sort of born with greatness, and he's like dedicated to like I think it's like he can dedicate himself to an art, to a craft. Like he became like one of the best surgeons, and then he's like, what else can I want to do? He's like, magic. Dedicates him to that. And he's like, what do I want to do next? Lacrosse? Pfft, lacrosse or something like that. I don't know.
He plays piano at the start, doesn't he? I think.
Sure, maybe.
I
that
can picture
whole
'cause they're,
area.
like trying to show that he's amazing with his hands.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
The other really hard part for me was like the top 3. I probably do have Winter Soldier too high. I just love that film, but I recognize that a lot of people like maybe don't like.
I
it as
had
much
no
as me.
question putting Avengers 1 in the top spot. You're right. It's an industry-changing film. It's a great film. The way it brought all those characters together
I mean,
was just...
everybody wants to do like the universe building as well,
Yeah.
and it
Did I
made
tell you-
MCU what it was. It gave them the confidence to be like, they're like, we can do rolling in their money, like we can do whatever we want, and they're like, what's that like D-grade comic you got there? It's like, Guardians. It's like, fuck yeah, let's throw 150 million at that, put it on the screen.
Some
That was
guys like,
great.
there's a talking raccoon in this film. And they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, fine, we could do it.
He
We're
only
just a
says
duck."
one word. They're like, make it work. What? More money? Here you go. Like, yeah. just money will fix every problem.
Did I ever tell you guys I had a nightmare about Avengers 1?
Oh, Jesus.
That
it wasn't good?
No, I had a nightmare that I missed it. Because it was like, it came out on like a public holiday in the NT, and there were like screenings, and we'd all planned to go and watch it like the Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. There was like a whole group of us going. I woke up like drenched in sweat, like freaking out, heart racing. I was like, oh my God, I've slept through Avengers. And it was like 3 hours before my alarm. It was like 7 a.m. The movie didn't start till 10. I was like, oh my God.
What did you have? Three. I mean, 3 is still pretty high. That's good.
For what? Guardians?
For Avengers.
For Avengers, yeah.
It really was such an event film. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I can't really think. I mean, Star Wars came back, obviously, and like the Harry Potter finale and stuff like that.
Oh, there weren't,
But, like,
even then, there won't be much like this. Not
No,
a film
they
that
were.
takes the main
No, but
character.
I'm talking about event films, though.
Yeah, no.
Like,
it's
they
just
were.
it's on a league of its own.
No, I think it is. I think it's in the league with that in being an event film. But it was also the first thing to bring people together, and that just it shooketh the industry. And then they were like let's get the Justice League together, and then like they were like let's make the Dark Universe, whatever it is, like everything.
Yeah.
They were like let's give Limitless a TV show that ties into the movie. Like everything just had to be a cinematic, like a connected world.
Wait,
universe.
really?
Yeah, there's a show. Every movie
Yeah,
now
but
is
no,
like
it ties
getting
in. Into that its movie. Sorry, I
Into
thought you
the-
meant
Bradley
the
Cooper like
MCU.
cameo.
Yeah,
sorry, not the MCU, but
Maybe,
like
yeah.
Yeah,
and-
everything connects now.
But the hard part for me was like I think I enjoy Civil War more, and I think I would go see that over Avengers. I mean, I've probably seen Avengers like 10 times at this point. But what you don't think, the first 40 minutes, there's a long film, Avengers, 2.5 hours.
It could have been longer. I would have watched it.
When you first see it, you're like, yes, I want it to be 5 hours. Like, just gimme.
Yeah.
The first 40 minutes are actually really boring. If you
I don't
watch it
think they're
again.
boring. I think
It's
they're
like,
just
ooh,
like,
a portal, and then it's like, take the briefcase, and then it's like, now we're in a helicopter, and it's like, it's so much like setup. It takes like 40 minutes. It's all that stuff in the bunker, and then like Loki comes through the portal, and then he like hypnotizes Jeremy Renner, like Hawkeye, and then they blow up the whole thing, and it's all this like big escape thing. And then, like, it takes like half an hour.
No, I love
it's
that
so
because it was
long.
like you sort of just like since Iron Man 1, you'd like heard of Shield.
You don't
and
see
you'd, like,
you don't see Iron Man till like 40
yeah,
minutes
but that's
into that
the
film.
great thing because like
When he
you'd
finally
been
shows
learning
up.
about like Shield and stuff through all these movies. You'd been getting glimpses of it, right? And then Avengers came out, and you went to their secret base, and everyone was there, like Samuel L. Jackson and Mariah Hill and Jeremy Renner, and it was like, whoa, the Shield, it's all happening. And then there's like this suspense building because all the superheroes are in this film, but they're not all in the one scene together until like halfway through, and then it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's huge.
I mean, when
they
first
introduce them one
interact,
by
because they all
one.
have such big egos. Like,
Yeah, it's
one of my
great.
favorite, probably, it might even be my favorite part, is when Iron Man fights Thor in the jungle.
Yeah, right?
Like, where Thor zaps him with the electricity, and he's like, ugh, and then his power is like, it's like suit power at 1,000%. He's like, how about that? And he just like blasts Thor
Yeah,
away.
and then-
I was like, what am I watching? I was like, this is incredible.
Yeah, right?
And he's like, now there's that guy. And then,
And then Captain America
then-
is in the
Yeah.
plane, and he's just like, oh, there's only one guard, ma'am, and he doesn't dress like that.
But you see, that was the part where they gave Cap like the spandex suit, which looks so kind of shitty. Like I like
That's
Winter Soldier and Civil War. They gave him the more kind of like tactical
Like-
suit, like the
yeah.
gear. It's like Kevlar kind of thing. I like that more better.
Yeah.
Like it was very like cartoony-ish, and he's like,
Well, he literally was like
Yeah.
a poster boy. So
yeah.
in the first
And then he
one.
jumps down and he's like, "Stop fighting children!" And he's got the shield.
Yeah,
and
are we
stuff.
done? And then like there's a How It Should Have Ended where Loki's like on the cliff, and they're like, "Hey, how come you didn't run away?" And he's like, "I'll never tell." Like he just stands there, like because he wants to get taken to the ship
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
release the Hulk, whatever it was. And yeah, the Hulk like stole the show with like the
Yeah.
Loki scene. Like
Oh, yeah.
people clapped. I saw that film like 3 times in cinema. People clapped every time.
Yeah.
Where like he's like, "Put me down, you dull creature," and he's like, "Ugh," and he slams around like a rag doll.
Yeah.
People were like in hysterics. Like, oh man.
Yeah, and it's a funny film too because it was
Yeah.
the first one Joss Whedon was in, and it was just
Yeah.
like it was like they'd all been like a little bit sort of clever, but this one was just like funny the whole way through, which is great. It set a whole new tone, I think.
I'm happy that I put it at 1 there. I do love Civil War, and I
Yeah.
think Civil War does parts of Avengers better than Avengers in some ways. I
Civil
mean, they
War
worked
was
with
bigger.
a way bigger cast, but it was able to keep the plates spinning, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe better than, say, like Avengers 2, I think.
Yeah,
Well,
I
people
agree.
call it Avengers 2.5 of Civil War.
I agree.
So, you look like you have something to say, Felix?
No.
I don't. You good?
No, you guys are covering it.
Yeah, well,
Let's go. Let's move on.
all right.
I like
just
it.
Yeah, the ensemble movies are the ones that I fucking rate.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I want to go back to because I can
Yeah.
see
But
everyone that I
do you
love.
think?
Yeah.
Well, because that's interesting because we talked literally about that in the last podcast of like DCU having to have all their individuals to get
Yep.
the ensemble.
Yep.
Your favorites, what you rank high is the ensemble that didn't have the individual movies over the one that did.
I didn't have an opinion on the Justice League one. I was just curious what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
That,
like
we hadn't
Avengers had
seen-
all the single films.
Yeah.
But then the film that you rank above Avengers was the one that just like went in,
Bam.
jumped into it.
That's true.
We
And they
talk
did
about
a
this
great
all the
job.
time, 'cause,
Guardians,
like,
like
yeah.
the fact they introduced like they gave everyone a lot of screen time that you like cared for them and liked them. Like Guardians is a good film. What have I got it at? 6?
I had it at 3.
I'll keep it
I'm
there.
really happy with my top 3. One more
Actually,
question.
maybe that is what. Maybe if already made my opinions of Captain America and Thor and Iron Man, whereas like I already knew they were good, so I didn't need an Avengers movie to tell me that they were awesome. Whereas Guardians of the Galaxy, I was like, boom.
Yeah,
They were like, fuck
you
yeah,
needed
here's
more
5
convincing.
amazing.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
you did need convincing on these like D-grade heroes. That's interesting.
What was your
And they did.
highest solo hero films?
I had Iron Man at 4.
Iron Man, yeah.
Oh wait, sorry. Well, does Civil War count? Not really.
No.
Does Winter Soldier count?
Yeah.
Well, I had that at 3. I love that. I love that movie. Just
I had
from a cinematography level and an action level. Like,
Spider-Man was my highest solo
Spider-Man's good.
hero. But I mean, Iron
I'm
Man
keen to
was
watch
there.
movie night. Watch Spider-Man. All right, I think
I'm
we should
keen.
move on. What was the time code for that? Because that felt long.
Yo,
But we
Half
dive
an
into
hour?
some
Was it
Marvel
half an hour?
stuff.
40 fucking minutes.
Whoa.
All right, should we just end?
Yeah, it's like
That's it.
that's all,
Should
folks.
just end, yeah. Do another. We can have a 10-minute break and do something else.
Yeah, let's end. And then we'll maybe do the dice thing as a separate thing.
Yeah.
All right. That took a little longer than I thought, but I hope everybody enjoyed that epically long topic for the Giant Blue Podcast episode 10.
We didn't
ranking
fight.
the
We
Marvel
don't hate
movies.
each other. That's amazing.
I'm unhappy.
I still think you guys.
I'm unhappy that you had
Iron Man 2.
Iron
No,
Man's-
Captain 2.
So
I'm happy that
low.
he put Captain America 2 at
I
number
honestly
15.
thought you were going to put Cap a lot higher. All of them.
I
Those
like
movies.
Captain America. Honestly, he's been one of
Before
my
we get-
favorite heroes.
Before we get back into it.
Yeah, Jesus, come on.
All right, stop.
We're all friends. Guys, that's been great. We'll see you next week or next time for episode
Whatever
11.
the next one is.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See ya.
All right, hey, and welcome to our special end credits tag where we are about to do our user submitted question from former special guest, Caitlin Guy.
And
put it
still
up right now.
avid fan.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean like we haven't gotten rid of her. She just hasn't been on. We'll get her on again.
The late Caitlin guy.
No,
The last wish was
what
to
would
get
you
a
call
question
that?
in.
Previous special guest, excuse me. Should we play the video?
Yeah, that's
All right, here we go.
Hey guys, Bella and I have a question for you. We want you to rank the Chris's from Marvel and DC universes. So good luck, bye!
And we're back.
So unnatural. That's totally how it happens. I know, but that's so unnatural.
That's weird. That's weird.
And we're back. Thanks for that, Caitlin. So, guys,
What are you doing?
are we ranking the Chris's?
Yeah. All right, which ones are the best, Chris?
All right, so what do we got?
Well, the MCU ones are Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, and Chris Pratt. And then you got Chris Pine in Wonder Woman as well. He's up there.
Chris Hemsworth.
I want to throw out...
Wait, what about Christian Bale?
You can
Well,
do
are we
Christian
doing
Bale as well.
all the superhero Chris's?
I like Chris Nolan and Chris O'Dowd.
Well, if we have
I
Christopher...
think Chris O'Dowd is probably,
If we have-
the
and
man.
Christina Hendricks as well.
Are we doing superheroes? he's freaking out.
What's going on?
All right, look, this is meant to be a quick end credits tag. So for my best Chris Evans.
Chris Hemsworth. Oh, and he's the
Chris
Guardians
Pratt.
fan. He'll say
Chris
Chris,
Pratt.
Pratt.
Caitlin, do you want to come out here and tell us your favorite Chris?
Yeah.
Just the weird video on screen.
Who's your favorite Chris, Caitlin? Hey, look, she's not a former guest. She's back on. Hey, come on this way. You can share it with me.
Hello?
Wait, but shove it.
Oh, shit. What the
Uh-oh.
All right, quickly, what
Oh, no.
Who's your favorite Chris, Caitlin?
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah!
The simplest.
That was loud.
All right, that's it. See you guys later.
Nailed it.
Bye.
Bye.